A welcome to all of you. So, all of you know Ruskin Bond, right? Ruskin Bond is a great writer in India. We all like and love his writing. So, one of his short stories is Our Great Escape, and he is very popular for writing short stories. So, in Our Great Escape, it is about the friendship between Ruskin Bond and his friend Omar. And the background is the war when partition where was happening in India, Pakistan and India. So that was the background of the story. That in this context, the short story has written. So here Ruskin Bond has elaborated how their friendship has grown. Both of them liked football and hockey, so they played together. Ruskin Bond was goalkeeper and Omar was fullback. And then how they were separated forever. In this story, Ruskin Bond has also told. At the end of the story, Ruskin Bond was telling that last when Omar left the school, that time they both studied in class 8. So that time the partition had happened and Omar left India. But after that, immediately Ruskin Bond got a letter from his friend from Pakistan, and then there was a long gap, and after 17-18 years later, now the writer is telling some 17 or 18 years later I did get news of Omar, but in an entirely different context. India and Pakistan were at war and in bombing raid over Ambala, not far from Simla. A Pakistani plane was shot down. Its crew died in the crash. One of them, I learned later, was Omar. So the writer is telling the death of Omar, how it happened. And then the writer is telling the beautifully crafted the story, especially the ending part, that did he, I wonder, get a glimpse of the playing fields we knew so well as boys? Perhaps memories of his school days flooded back as he flew over the foothills. Perhaps he remembered the tunnel through which we were able to make our little escape to freedom. But there are no tunnels in the sky. So when they were friends and they were studied at the school, they discovered a tunnel through which they came across and they got freedom. But now the writer is telling that after death in the sky there was no tunnel. So how Omar will get freedom in that way? But there are no tunnels in the sky. The writer is ending his short story. It's a fantastic short story. You can just go through this one. Thank you so much for listening.